Right now, people in Wynne, Arkansas are still recovering from the EF3 tornado that touched down exactly 1 week ago today. 4 people died and several others were injured. And now, a few months into her second term as mayor, Jennifer Hobbs is handling a natural disaster for the very first time. Our Pepper Baker sat down with her to talk about the devastation left behind and the long rebuilding process ahead. It's an interview you'll only see right here.
Wynne, Arkansas's town motto is a city with a smile, even though an EF3 tornado gave the people here every reason to frown. But you can see through the damage, there's still hope.
Our city is never going to look the same.
Hours before the storm hit Wynne, students were dismissed early, city employees went home early, and Mayor Jennifer Hobbs got in her truck, tracked reports, and watched the first major tornado disaster to hit her town under her leadership.
I felt like I was drowning. I was like, there are huge decisions that need to be made, and we actually had a real close connection to one of the state police officers that leads a SWAT team, and he came in and we surrendered command to him.
Search and rescue efforts carried on through the night into the next morning when Hobbs got a bird's eye view of the damage from a helicopter.
Really started on the western side of our city limits where our wastewater treatment facility is, which is a total loss, and so we just went there and we flew the path all the way to the ridge and back, and so it was overwhelming.
If you had to put a dollar amount on how much damage is in Wynne, if you had to ballpark it, what would you say that amount is?
Ooh, that is in the millions. I mean, I don't want to even try to ballpark it. It's overwhelming. I have a meeting next week and hope I get more information about that.
Which may have to do with using federal relief money after Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders declared a state of emergency supported by President Joe Biden.
President Biden called me on Saturday morning, so I was able to speak with him in person over the phone, and then the governor did come and I was able to walk with her. At that time, she was here on Sunday, and we didn't have the cleanup process hardly up and running, and so she saw how devastating it was.
In Wynne, 4 people died and 26 others were injured from the tornado that went on a 73-mile rampage, ending in Tipton County.
4 is 4 too many. But when you see the sheer destruction, I don't see how we escaped even more injuries and deaths than we had.
A week later, several hundred residents are still without power. About 300 utility workers are out on Wynne streets day in and out to restore it, along with crews cleaning up debris.
I don't think we could have been any more prepared. I wished our community had had the resources to build some kind of storm shelter. We don't have anything like that in our community, and if the resources were there, that is the one thing that I would add.
With disaster relief efforts pouring in, Hobbs is grateful for all the help as she looks forward at the lengthy rebuilding process ahead.
When you hear a neighbor in need, you go to the need, and that's just how we roll here in Arkansas.
No, Hobbs didn't specify a specific time frame on how long the rebuilding process will take. However, she did estimate that the high school alone would take about 2 years to rebuild.